All right, so today we're diving into a source that really tries to chart the unchartable. It's Sefer, Derishot, Malachim, the book of Discourses on angels from the 16th century Kabbalist Rabbi Moshe Cordovero.
Ramak, yeah. And his investigation goes right to the core of it all.
It really does. So where do we even begin with something this vast?
Well, he starts with a fundamental problem, a paradox, really, right in the first discourse.
Okay.
Can angels even be numbered? Because Scripture gives you two completely opposite ideas.
Right. I remember this. On one hand, it says, is there a number to his legions?
Exactly, suggesting it's infinite, impossible. But then another verse says, he brings forth their hosts by number.
So you can't have both.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're trying to build a system, a structure, which one is it?
And that's the reconciliation. It all comes down to perspective.
Respecting?
For us, for those below, he says they are effectively without number. Just don't even try.
So no human should presume to count them.
Right. You can talk about the big categories, the triad, Ophanim, Seraphim, the ones from prophecy.
But not individuals.
Not the full count. But before the Creator, every single one has a number in a name.
I see. So functionally infinite for us, but perfectly ordered from the divine perspective.
Exactly. And that scale, it gets even crazier when you look at Ezekiel's vision of the Merkava, the divine chariot.
Ah, the child, the living creatures.
Yeah, and the key is they're not just, four individual beings. They're major parts of a structure.
What does that mean, a structure?
He says each one of those triad contains many camps of Treyot without end.
Wait, so it's fractal.
That's a perfect way to put it. It's like every part you can see contains an infinite substructure of its own kind.
Wow. Okay, so that just blows the scale up even more, which makes identity even more important. If the number is overwhelming, how can any single angel, like Metatron or Senophon, even have a distinct identity?
And that's the perfect pivot to second investigation. It's all about the name.
Okay.
Ramak is very clear. These names, they are not like our names. They aren't just conventional labels.
So they're not arbitrary.
Not at all. They are assigned, and this is a quote, by the mouth of the one who created them. Their essence is their name.
And that name comes from where?
It comes from a finite foundational matrix, the 22 letters of the Hebrew alphabet.
The building blocks of creation.
The 22 letters and the 10 points, the 32 paths of existence. Everything comes from them.
So this vast, infinite reality of angels is built from a very finite set of tools.
Precisely. And he gives this incredible warning about it. He says, if you remove even one letter, you destroy the world.
And if you add one...
You introduce an idol into the sanctuary. It's that precise.
Okay, so how does that alphabet, that abstract idea, translate into the actual power of an angel?
This is the real aha moment. He says the angels are literally suspended upon letters. They draw their divine energy, their shefa, from them.
Suspended? What does that look like?
They're rooted in specific verses of the Torah. For example, the angel Uriel. He's suspended from the verse, and my face shall not be seen.
Wow.
And Michael comes from who is like you among the mighty ones.
So that's the actionable part then for the listener. If you know that connection, what can you do with it?
When you recite that verse and you have the intention, the kavanah, toward that angel, you connect him to his source from which he lives. You are, in a sense, stabilizing his channel to the divine. You're activating his very essence.
That is fascinating. The link between the tiny, precise letter and this incomprehensible, vast being.
And that intense energy drawn from the letters, it explains their appearance.
You mean the fire?
Exactly. In the second discourse, he says, subtle visions like angels always appear in the likeness of fire and flame. Think of the flaming sword at Eden or the chariot of fire and horses of fire.
It's their natural state, the raw energy made visible.
It's their manifest essence, yes.
So we have this impossible scale of beings, but they're all governed by a finite set of letters, and they manifest as pure energy, as fire.
A complete system from infinite to finite and back again.
Which leaves one last pretty big question. If the angels are suspended on letters and verses, where are we?
That's the final provocative thought he leaves us with.
Go on.
He suggests that if a person were expert enough to know how their own soul, their neshama, is rooted
in a specific letter or a verse,
or even a whole parasha of the Torah, that knowledge would give them an extraordinary spiritual advantage.
So our souls have a root in the Torah, just like the angels do.
Yes. But he says the Torah we have now is a kind of garment of bondage. because of our physical bodies.
A garment of bondage.
Yeah. But in a renewed world, a future state, we'll get the inner dimension of it. And through that, we'll know how to, and I'm quoting here, create worlds through it.